Hey, happy full moon in, I think it's in Capricorn. I don't know how these moons work. Just always in something weird when I look. Anywho, happy full moon. Hope it didn't affect you too much. I felt like it did affect me. I was a little bit like, I don't know. I'd say like exhausted yesterday, but I had been doing a lot, so maybe it was just tiredness, but a little bit sort of like reflective maybe, and starting to work out what I needed to do going forward. So maybe it's about, yeah, Capricorn I guess is about practical stuff. But let's have a look at what's coming up for the week ahead. I feel like this week ahead feels to me like it could be things moving forward in a different way. I had lots of interesting dreams last night, dreaming about different people I haven't seen or spoken to in a while. So yeah, we'll see. There are some things going on. I'm waiting on some things. Wonder if you guys are as well. Aha! And I keep getting this fucking tower, and it's here again. Happy days are here again. So we'll see. Will it be the week of revelations, or will it be the week of like crashing things down? I think the tower can be like a sort of clearing of things too. It doesn't have to be bad. It can be like something that's just sort of like clearing out and making way for the good. And I feel like sometimes that can be it too. It might not be that it's bad news. It might be really good news, but it means you're suddenly busy and having to clear out other stuff to make way for this new thing. So don't necessarily think at a tower moment's like, holy shit, everything's going to crash. It could be that it means that suddenly you're like busy and have to, you know, do a million things to make way for this new plan. So don't look at the tower and think, oh no. Usually I think also when the tower comes in, whatever the bad thing is that comes crashing in, it can also mean sometimes that, I just lost a card. It can also mean sometimes that it's saying that things are going to be really good after it. Like I always think like the death card's really full on, but that's also like a big clearing and a change and a leveling up. So I don't know, I think things are sort of feeling like they're making big moves at the moment, which is a positive. All right, I've got Two of Pentacles and the Four of Swords here on the bottom of the deck. And as I said that, I knew I was going to say it, the Death card. So it does feel like there's some sort of leveling up or change coming, and it feels like there's a real strength in new beginnings, like a new transformation. It almost feels like this new transformation is some sort of like feels like a new you, like a new version of you that you're going to have to not invent, but just whatever this new beginning is, or this new offer, or the new ways that it's going to be, is going to give you a new lease on life. And it's coming with, I've got the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords, so it's definitely coming with communication. I'm going to hold them up for a little bit longer because that wasn't long enough. My card says he's coming in to tell all, and he's thirsty for knowledge and curiosity of new ideas. So it could be that someone's coming in to sort of explain what's been going on in their life, or give you some sort of like explanation for why they disappeared or what's been going on with them. But I also feel like there's some sort of like offer coming, or some sort of like communication of why things have been held up, or why things took a long time to be. It's like I'm going for a job today, and I applied for it 6 weeks ago. So sometimes I feel like some things are just like they're held up and you don't know why, and you sort of think, God, I thought that had been long gone, I just missed out, you know. So now you're like, okay, well maybe it's not. I've got the Queen of Cups here and the Chariot card, and that feels, it's not the Chariot, it's the Six of Swords, but to me it looked like the Chariot because they're sitting in the car going forward. The Six of Swords is still a movement forward card. It's still about change and movement forward, but the Chariot is much faster. And I feel like, so this Six of Swords is saying there's movement forward and change, but it's like it's taken a longer time. It's taken its time to move and change. I feel like this Queen of Cups is also saying your intuition was spot on. It's like you knew you were going to get this, or you knew this thing was going to come in, or you had intuition about it moving and changing. But now it's sort of coming in, you're like, okay, you're getting an explanation of why it was held up. And I've got the Five of Cups and the Ace of Swords here. So I feel like when it comes in, the explanation might be you had to wait for something to end on their side, or for things to finish on their side, or for someone else to move away, or something to change, or someone else had to make a decision, or you were waiting on something to move. Because it feels like the Five of Cups is like you almost felt like you'd missed out, whatever it was. You might have given up hope on this person and been like, you know what, I'm done, I'm over it, it's over. And now they've come in with this thank fuck a breakthrough, like out of nowhere. It's sort of coming in with a 555 of us, as I said that. It's like a sort of, it's almost like, feels like the 11th hour. It's like a bit of a surprise, like, moment, you know, of like, oh my God, this is all happening at once. I've got the Three of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So don't let it worry you. Whatever this offer is, or whatever this moment coming in is, don't let it stress you out. Like suddenly be like, oh shit, you know, I'm going to stress about all these things happening. Just feel like it's meant to be. You've waited for it for a long time. It's your time. It's meant to be, and just enjoy it. Because as I said, the Tower's here, the fuck moment, and it's all like, oh my God, it's all happening at once, everything's happening at once. But I've got the Three of Cups with it, which is celebration. So it's a celebration moment. So whatever this Tower moment is, it's a celebration moment. It's not a bad thing. It's not like, oh, it doesn't feel like a moment of like everything crumbling to me. It feels like it's like when it rains it pours. It's all happening at once rather than it crumbling. I've also got the Hermit and the Five of Swords. So I feel like whatever's been going on, it's like you might have been alone, or that you haven't heard from someone, or they've been MIA, or but I feel like whatever was in the way has been removed. Like the battle is over on their side as well. And it feels like there's more than one thing here. It's like you might be dealing with jobs and work and stuff, but you might be dealing with someone coming in romantically as well. It's almost like everything's happening at once. I've got the Queen of Cups again. So intuition, happy, loving, emotional feeling. And I've got the Fear card, the Moon, but it's also you being able to see everything. It's almost like your fears being realized, or not fears, but you're seeing things from like, it's almost like you sort of thought this would happen. It's like, why couldn't it have just been when I was bored and nothing was happening that all this happened so I can deal with it? But it's happening when you're really busy, and it's like, I don't even know if I have time to see you, you know. But I've got the Hierophant. Everything happens for a lesson, you know. It's like you've got lessons to learn, and I feel like they might come in going, oh, guess what? You know, I've just finished my contract at blah, 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 and now I'm moving to wherever you live, or I'm just getting a divorce and I'm free now, or whatever. And you're like, well, I've just got a job and I'm going to be busy for 6 months doing blah, 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 and I'm not going to be able to do blah, blah, blah. Or it's sort of almost like the timing's going to be still skew if with having the time to see each other, or do whatever it is. Or they're like, oh, I've got this job for you to do, and you're like, I won't be able to do it because I'm doing that. But it's like, but it does feel like it's a progress for you guys to move forward with whatever the relationship is. So don't think of it as a bad thing, because it's showing that this person still has passion and interest, because I've got the Passion card here with the King of Wands, and then I've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is my Union card, plus because I've got Death here, and I've also got on the bottom of this deck, I've got Strength and the Nine of Cups. So it's like, it's sort of saying that there's like new beginnings. Oh, and then I've got the Ace of Wands. So there's like the new beginnings offers, and I've got the High Priestess, and I had the High Priest in there, and the Two of Cups. Oh, and then it goes into the Eight of Wands. Like there's just a lot happening. There's lots of communication. There's lots of forward movement. There's lots of excitement. There's lots of, it just feels like it's almost like the middle of July is kicking off now into things actually going forward. It feels like it's been, whatever's been delayed is suddenly going to kick into gear, and this Tower is going to really push things forward, and it's suddenly going to be like, I'm sort of hearing all will be revealed, all will be revealed. Like this sort of like whatever you're waiting on, you'll hear from, and whatever you're, you know, if you're waiting on your person, you'll get a message, or if you're waiting on a job, you'll get the answer you're waiting on, or if you're waiting on money, it'll come through, or it's just feeling like it's going to be quick and full on, and it might be bigger and better than you think, which is why the Tower's there. It's not like it's just a little thing. It's like you might get something else as well, or it's going to be, there's going to be a lot more to what you think you're going to get. You know, it just feels like there's a lot going on. So have faith, my friends. If you're sitting there thinking, oh, nothing's going on for me, I'm just plodding along, you know, I'm doing my thing and I'm working on myself and I'm trying to plan what I want to do next, I'm not sure what's going on, there's a big change coming. All right, stay strong.